Bonaduce, life coach. Danny Bonaduce, life coach.
Hey, it's time for Life Coach, and Life Coach is brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE, or you can call me at 1-800-252-1025. But it looks like we're going to start off with an email this morning.
We're going to start off with an email. It is lifecoach@KZOK.com. And when you call and write, remember that you can change your name. Call yourself Anonymous, call yourself Becky, call yourself Steve. It doesn't matter. Danny wants to help you. So just make the phone call at 800-252-1025.
It's true. Sarah's right. She speaks the truth, my friends. I am here for you.
So Becky in Puyallup sent an email. We are both 34 and have 3 daughters, age 16, 12, and 10. My husband has PTSD, transgender issues, and problems related to his upbringing. He wants to transition from male to female, but he won't because of his career. His anger is so bad that 2 of our girls do not want to live with him anymore. We've agreed to a separation, and last month he took a trip that he said was for training, but I found out he was with another woman. He now says he wants a divorce. He claims that she knows about his transgender issues, but I don't think she realizes how serious it is. I'm feeling lost and confused. Do I fight for my marriage, or do I let him go and pray for the best?
Okay, now, if that's the only information in the world, Becky, is what I have right here, then I got to go. Here's what I would do from my experiences, because believe it or not, I have some experiences in this. I would let him go and hope for the best, because you're not even going through the surgery yet. The hormones they're going to give this guy. This is a huge thing when your husband is now going to change genders and be chemically enhanced as well as surgically enhanced, and chemically forever. He's going to take on the physical signs of a woman, the physical attributes of a woman. You think he's angry now? You think he's confused now? Wait till he does that. Here's what happened. I will tell you what happened. He's confused. His marriage isn't going the way he would like. He goes away with some other woman who makes it look like, oh, everything's going to be fine. Everything, in my opinion, is not going to be fine. Maybe it'll be fine someday, but this is a difficult life he's chosen for himself. God love him for it, but it's a difficult life, and if he's angry now, he's going to get more angry, upset, and confused in the very near future.
If you've got a question for the Life Coach, 800-252-1025. Make the call now. Any kind of problem you have, Danny has been through it, whether it's neighbor wars, whether it's quitting smoking, going on a diet.
All of the above.
A looter and a riot.
Yep.
You've been through it all. 800-252-1025. Or email lifecoach@KZOK.com. Mark in Everett sent an email. I have lived with my girlfriend for 3 years, but it feels like the honeymoon is over.
Because the honeymoon is over. Everybody says that. You know why? Your honeymoon's over. You went on your honeymoon, you came back, that's over now.
He says, we have been arguing over trivial things. She's become extremely nitpicky, and it seems like we rarely have any fun. She's been pressuring me to get married, but I don't want to be in a relationship like this. She thinks marriage would make things better, but I have my doubts. Should I bail or go all in? Well,
again, my opinion, where you stand right now, you're going to be in this exact same position with another woman in the very near future. Let's say, and I'll use an example of my wife. My wife hassles me about something, and it crosses my mind. Man, I just want to be free and single and neat. No, you don't. Nobody really does. 1 in a million do. You want to be, eventually you want to settle down and stop burning so many calories running around. I say, work this out, because really, a nitpicky girl and things like that, because the honeymoon's over, that's what happens. Welcome to your relationship. You say that, I think the honeymoon's over. It's always over. First 2 years, even first 3 years, that's what you got. The fact is, some real issues are starting to come up right now, and that's your real relationship, and I'm betting this is the one you should be in. Stay with the girl.
If you've got a question for the Life Coach, 800-252-1025. And you can email lifecoach@KZOK.com. Remember, any kind of problem you have, Danny can help you, because he's lived a long and fruitful life. 800-252-1025. Veronica in Burien sent an email. I'm pregnant with our first child, and I've decided to leave my job and be a stay-at-home mom. I'm surprised by the reaction of some of my friends, career-oriented ladies, who don't understand why I would leave my career for what I consider to be the most important job there is. They seem to think I'm becoming a second-class citizen with this move. I don't want to lose these relationships, but I want to be taken seriously and have my decision respected. What are your thoughts about this?
Oh, everybody, I was going to say it any other time but the life coach, I would hesitate to speak on behalf of women. It's crazy for a guy to open his mouth and say, here's what women do. It's suicide. But during life coach, I can kind of do whatever I want. Here's the thing. You guys fought so hard, and you're not even equal pay in the office yet. What is it right now? It's 77 cents to the dollar of what a guy is making. But, you fought for the vote. When you get the vote, 1920, this is a big deal to get your leg in the door. So your friends are seeing that. They're seeing the struggle. How could you ever leave that? How could you ever choose the stay-at-home mom? They may miss out on how important that has been throughout the ages, that was the thing, to raise and be there for your children mentally and emotionally. So I believe that you're making all the right choices on there. And it's brave. A good career is worth a lot, not just the finances, who you are in the community and things like that. But I think your friends are going to, in a little while, turn around and say, hey, man, she did the right thing and it was brave. And I think you should totally do this. And every woman I know who wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and got the luxury is really happy with that choice.
My sister-in-law did that, and she had a really important job and was very successful. And then after a couple of years, she realized she wasn't spending that much time with her kids working.
Right.
And so she's a stay-at-home mom now and loves it. She's so happy.
Yeah.
You just got to do what's right for you.
By the way, it's grueling. There's so much to do when you're there to do it, when it's not just leave a note for them in the morning or get them off to school and tell them how their day is going to work out. It's a grueling thing.
Oh, yeah, she's angry. She's fed up with those kids.
Yeah, she is. I'm sure she is. It's got to be very, very difficult.
Kids are a handful. 800-252-1025. If you've got a question for the life coach, this morning is the perfect time to call with any kind of problem you have. 800-252-1025. John in Olympia, you're on with Danny Bonaduce.
Oh, yeah, John.
Yeah. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
I'm doing great, buddy. What's up?
Nothing. I just wanted to actually thank you because you did give me some good advice about a month ago about I don't know, I doubt you remember because you talked to a lot of people, but my tools were caught up in a repair shop.
Yeah, I remember you exactly. You have tools, I believe, in your truck, and they wouldn't give them back to you.
Right, and they did. Well, I went there. I did what you said. I wrote a letter first, and the owner actually responded like within a day, and he said, come on down. I went there, explained to them my situation, and everybody was really nice, and I got my tools back.
That's nice. And the reason I said write a letter first, because you can't go off the handle. You can if you want to, but you can't be startled by the reaction you're getting and then change gear into screaming or something like that. You just write what you want to write and send that. Well, I'm really glad it worked out. Are you working, John?
Yeah, actually, I am. Thank you.
God, thank you, man. Nice talking with you.
That's great. I love the follow-ups.
I love the follow-ups. Yeah. Never had a bad one yet. Never. Hey, I took your advice and you suck. I suck for entirely different reasons.
800-252-1025. If you'd like to call the life coach, now is a good time. And lifecoach@KZOK.com is the email. Stephanie in Bellevue has sent an email. What's the best approach for getting a raise in this economy? I've been at my job for over 2 years, and nothing has been said about an increase in pay. The company I work for doesn't have annual reviews, and they seem to be conservative when it comes to salaries. I know I do a great job. My coworkers tell me I do a great job, but what do you suggest I do to get a raise?
I would say track it down to where you can. Here's what you should always do if you want to get a raise. Become indispensable. Where will this company be without you? And what would happen without you? I'm not saying to threaten anybody. Certainly not. That's a bad environment too. But for you to make your request for a raise, you should know how important and where you're important to this company. And then ask for it. You can ask for it. Again, as you can tell by that last caller, John, I'm a big fan of the written word. You can send an email to your boss, not exactly asking for a raise as much as explaining why you deserve one. Here's the hours I put in. Here's the department. Here's how many percentage it is more efficient since I started doing it. And then at the end of it, you can ask for a raise. Or if you just point those things out, any decent boss is going to know, hey, I think I'm being asked for a raise. Here's how you get a raise. You find out why you deserve it and tell somebody. And then your boss, having earned that position by being smart and good in that career, will see why you're necessary and give you that raise. I think the best way is ask for it. But you have to know the answer before you ask.
Excuse me.
It's okay. You got a little rattle in your throat.
I got a wicked cold last week. My goodness, summer colds stink. Susan in Monroe, you are on with Danny Bonaduce, life coach.
Hi, Susan.
Hey, hi.
What's up?
Hey, I got a question. A friend of mine had real major surgery about 6 weeks ago.
Would you say a friend had major surgery?
Yeah,
okay.
friend. A girlfriend. Just a friend, you know.
I gotcha.
She and her husband and I have been doing all sorts of stuff to help her. But it's going on 6 weeks, and I'm getting exhausted and getting kind of bitter because I know she's altered with the pain medicines and the operations and everything, but I'm getting no thanks, and I'm doing everything I can for her, and I'm just turning bitter, and I don't want that to happen. So what do I do?
Well, what kind of pain meds is she on?
She's on Vicodin, and if it's bad, what's the one that's just stronger than that? I can't remember.
Oxycontin?
Yes.
Wow. So she had, because I'm thinking, the first thing I think is, I guess I'm a bit of chauvinist. I don't mean to be, but I was thinking breast surgery. She had breast surgery. Now I'm over to back. She had back surgery. Which is it, Susan?
It's hips.
Ah.
It's hips.
Like Shakira, her hips don't lie. All right, so that's super whammy pain of the hips. Did they just wear out? Or did she get in an accident or something like that?
Wear out.
Okay. Oh, well, here's the thing you need to be aware of. Although you've been there, so you know, and now it's getting buffeted. She's in a ton of pain, and so when she's sober, when she's not clouded by the pain and the medication, maybe she will remember to say thanks. But right now, I don't know that she knows what she's grateful for. Right now, she's hating God. She's hating everything. She's sitting at home on her back, medicated because of just hips just breaking down on her. The grueling, the juncture of that bone connecting to that other bone. Yeah, she's so unhappy. So I'll bet she doesn't know why she's grateful right now. I know why she's grateful, because she's got a good friend named Susan who's taking care of her and helping her out, and the husband's helping out. People are helping out. People are there for this woman. So this woman is probably of some caliber, a really good person. But I'm going to say, here's the reason that she's treating you that way and is not being thankful, is she doesn't currently know what she's thanking you for. Right now she's thinking, I wish I were dead. And then, you know what? She's not going to say, well, I wish I were dead. Hey, by the way, thank you. So I'd say if she's a good friend, and I'll bet she is, because you seem like a real smart girl, give her some time. Get her off the pain meds, get her upright, walking, doing any kind of physical therapy she's supposed to do. And I think then she will come around and be all good, and thanking you for all the time you have spent with her. Hey, thank you very much for the call. I appreciate it. That is all the time we have for Dan Bonaduce and Life Coach. Life Coach brought to you by Goldberg Jones Divorce for Men. Call 1-800-DIVORCE.